that you can actually see
because
it. My co-host, I guess, James and Roddy.
Really sorry,
and I hope that you
somehow
can actually
managed
see
to
it. My co-host, I
turn
guess,
on the-
James and
So
Roddy.
we are
Sorry,
hearing
and I
for
hope that you
somehow
can actually
managed
see
to-
it. Sorry. I need to find the source of the audio because I managed to start streaming. Yep. Okay, now I found it. And now we can actually hear each other. So again, I'm very sorry. And hello, and welcome to another beautiful episode of Pure Bad Taste, which is our podcast with James and Roddy. Thank you for being here, and thank you that everything's working right now, I hope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Sorry. Because like I was really sure that I managed to turn off all the tabs or at least like mute them, and I wasn't able to do that because I just like left one open, so I started hearing my voice, and then the voice started, like it started looping in a way of with like 5 seconds between it.
Yeah.
I think it will be like now it should be okay. So, guys, hello.
So
Hello.
So we actually have people here. That's surprising. Like I
all right.
like now we are streaming to Twitch and we are streaming to YouTube as well. At least I hope so, because I'm not really sure how this works. Because like I should have like all the like both chats put together, so I should be able to see them. And I don't know if you are checking the chats and you're checking the views and other stuff like that. Multi-stream. No, I can see.
Like
Yeah. Okay, now I can see it.
Turn up 36 people here, and I think that would be 36 people who learned from last time. But
Yeah. Yeah, people just don't get the hint. Yeah, it's so what's new in your life?
I
guess-
am back at work.
Back at work, how does it feel?
It's a mix of I'm glad to be doing something. Another part of me is kind of going. I'm a little bit. I want to kind of like I just want to go back home. But I think it's just because of the holding a lockdown and all that. You get so used to a sort of repetition of things. So a sort of break to that, and with everything going around, especially with Aberdeen and lockdown, it's like I feel somewhat concerned. But it's like I need to earn my living,
Yeah. Okay.
there was armed police down the road from me not but a few hours ago.
Really? Why is that?
With armed.
A couple of junkies waving fake guns.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, so they were doing that outside of school, aiming the guns at kids and being like, "I'm going to kill you." And then police came along and said, "We will actually kill you unless you get down on the ground." And the junkies went, "Haha, we'd like to see you try," and resisted arrest.
Oh. That's nice. It's like how
Any idea what? Any idea?
Yeah, how do you even get like fake guns in Scotland?
I don't know, Martin. How
Air
do
guns
you
and
get fake
to-
guns
air-
into Scotland?
Admittedly, you're the better one out of us that would know this kind of thing.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how to get in Scotland, but like in Czech Republic. No, that's not a problem. I feel like few guns
Yeah, I'm
behind me.
hearing you.
There's a lot of guns behind me.
But normally you do get gun replicas and all that in Scotland, and even air guns. So I don't think it's that hard. That, and there's also 3D printing as well. But I don't think junkies would have access to a 3D. So
I would be shocked, but also not super surprised if a junkie had found out how to work a 3D printer.
Yeah, like
it's like, can this print out cocaine for me?
3D printers are fun. I have like several seen here. So.
I could imagine a junkie carrying a plastic gun and being like, "Don't worry, pal, I'm a games keeper."
It's the like when I'm thinking like because like it's actually quite easy to spot a fake gun because like in Scotland you have the like it has to be if you like buying airsoft it has to be colored to the like ridiculous color, in a way of like that you can actually say that it's fake gun, which is kind of bizarre because then you can paint your like regular gun with this color and say like, yeah, it's just a prop gun.
Yeah, it's meant to be an orange tip, I believe, or something like that.
Like that? No, that's in US. In US you have orange tip. Like in Czech Republic you don't even have to have the orange tip, but in Scotland you have to have the whole gun painted orange. Like or or purple or something.
That.
Like I've seen like
no,
or at least a lot of weapons that I've seen, like airsoft guns, I've seen you have to have like pure orange. Maybe in Scotland.
I think it's just because I also keep thinking of like cosplayers like in Scotland as well, because they have to be really careful in terms of what they carry in terms of cosplay weapons, some of which can look very real, like especially if you're doing some of the army cosplay for shits and giggles, as well as stuff like Resident Evil and things like that. Okay. Which, although they sometimes get away with it by just crappy cardboard guns.
That must be annoying this way. Like I don't like for
to carry.
Yeah, for me it's like I prefer my fake guns look real. But that's just like. Yeah, sorry.
No, I remember. I think I still have a old photo of me shooting at a camera with one of your guns. I think from like many years ago. I think it's before you left Aberdeen at the time.
Okay. Yeah, like well, I still have like because then I started buying guns because I wanted to make like these like YouTube action videos because I was watching Corridor Digital and Freddy Wong and others. I was thinking like that's so fucking cool. I want to do that as well. So I like bought a lot of prop guns. And of course like for me also, it was like bought a lot of prop guns. And of course it was a dream as a kid that I wanted to have like some of these like props. And I have like this one which is, well, it's a prop gun, but it's a portal gun, which is much nicer. It glows and makes noises.
Does it do the sound? It does do the sounds.
Oh. Yeah, of course it does the sounds and it does everything. It's for cosplay. Now I'm actually using mostly the guns for the cosplay more than I use them like for videos, because it's I don't make like action style videos anymore, or at least that much. But it's like I still sometimes, because people know that I have them, so still a lot of people, even like from like small productions, they write me and it's like, can you lend us some like, I don't know, machine gun or something, because we don't know where to get it. So
can you lend us some machine guns, maybe some balaclavas, maybe some empty dollars?
Well, yeah, actually, sometimes like that happens when someone approaches me and like, can you lend me a gun? So they come here and like, yeah, I can like this one or this one. What do you want? And like, so what do you have like for other equipments? And it's like, yeah, we don't have anything. It's like, you need to have like at least vest. You need to have a gloves. So I opened the closet. Like there's like a lot of scammo and vest and different stuff like that. Yeah, I have stuff. I have a lot of stuff.
Have you still got the portal gun? Does it still work?
Wait,
like not for real work, obviously. Portal gun. It doesn't for real work, but it still lights up and stuff, right?
Yeah, it still works. It works nicely, and it's the one of the 5,000. That's like the limited, and that's the universal one. So I have like a kit that I can transform it to the Atlas or Peabody version, and also it has a switch that I can switch it to Atlas or Peabody colors. So I can have it as like this one, the white one, which goes blue and orange, or I can switch it to the purple and blue and orange and red. So like that's really, it was a great purchase from Britain actually. It was really difficult to get it because there was like problem with I don't know, some problems with delivery, that it was actually sent back. So I had to buy it again and get it back, because like, so I paid twice for the postage, which was, well, like £50, which wasn't nice, but I have it now. I have it.
At least that worked out better than what happened with the Fallout 76 box.
Fallout 76 box. Yeah.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
one
but-
of my favorite things. The thing that should have happened that I've looked at this past wee while was the Outer Worlds. What Fallout should have been next. You guys been playing that at all?
I haven't played it yet. I
I
mean,
do
like,
have it, but I just
yeah, it's obviously the game that I would love to play. I know about like I know that this is the game that's for me, but I haven't played it yet because I was kind of afraid that I will like spend a lot of time on it, and it will just ruin my life. So instead,
So-
I spent a lot of time on other games, and they ruin my life. That's how I do it.
Well, Outer Worlds is a fairly good one. It's one of those good open world explore games. Like there's enough to do, but it's contained. It's not like the big things of Assassin's Creed, obviously, or Skyrim, where you can literally go on for years on the damn thing. It's got its own kind of like contained limit of time of stuff you can do and find.
Yeah.
But there's enough of a chunk there. You can still get hundreds of hours worth of enjoyment out of that.
But that's the problem. Like when you have lots to do, if you hear like there's hundreds of hours of gameplay, and I'm like, okay, I can give you 30. I can give you 30 hours. Are we
The thing
good?
is, you could probably beast the entire campaign in like a solid 30
Yeah,
hours. I think.
but would
That's really
you?
good for it.
That's the question. Like,
Well, it's not
are
the
you the
game's
kind of
really-
player that would do that? Because I'm not. I'm definitely not.
It does give you options though. Like you can just fuck as much shit up as you like. Like there's various factions. There's just umpteen factions in the game that you can align yourself with or do odd jobs for.
I mean,
But you also have the full option to just murder everyone, and then that faction's just gone.
I still want to finish Prey, for example.
Pray.
just don't
Yeah.
play Prey.
Well, it's like
It's like a year ago or so, or two, right?
yeah, it's like I would say 3 years at least. I should have it like somewhere lying here with my.
What
Like,
about if,
although-
you want to cast your minds back to say 2005? 2005. Juicy Couture is on the way out. A sexy young senator called Barry Obama is making you feel things. And Heroes is on television.
Okay.
So the old television show Heroes
Mhm.
about people just suddenly getting superpowers and going all
Yeah.
Superman. And the main guy in it, Hiro, the actual Japanese guy called Hiro,
Yeah.
is in it. He has since retired from acting. I think the last film he actually did was that one with Jason Statham, The Meg. About
Was-
the giant fuck off
What?
shark. The Meg, the Megalodon.
Oh, right.
Hmm.
Now I remember. Yeah.
I've watched it twice. I love it.
And that was the
I
but
wish.
huge shark,
No, I-
which is like that didn't look that good. I was afraid that I think yeah, it might be good movie to watch with friends to make fun of, I guess. Or do you like watch it alone and you drink with it and say, "Oh fuck yeah"? Oh.
Definitely get your pals. But I think even if you just enjoy, we chuckle yourself. Just Jason Statham he's actually trying to act in a Chinese movie, and just a giant shark, which is kind of fun because it's just like giant shark. We gotta get in the water and take him out. It's like all these Chinese people like, I don't understand a word he's saying.
But has
Why
he,
did you
We'll bring
sound
in
like
an
Ray
English
Winston?
person here.
isn't it kind of like out of character for him to start acting now? Like it's like
Right?
I wouldn't say that he's a good actor in any way. He's just
No.
one of those
But my
like
point
we have
there
a,
was that the last film that
Yeah.
this guy Hero, who's in Heroes, did
Mhm.
was this, and then he's gone on to make games, and The Outer Worlds is one of them.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of his
So we
projects.
so we went to work with Obsidian in the end.
I think it's Obsidian.
Many-
Or is it the...
wasn't he
Yeah,
like
it is Obsidian.
wasn't he visual artist at the, like a visual special effects artist at the time? Like I because I have a like associated that he started as a like VFX guy, and then he
Yeah, and he kind of continued on that after he'd done with Heroes and the other acting
okay
sticks.
okay.
But then
It's
yeah,
just
he's just in the Meg, and he's like, he's the tragic character. I'm writing a letter to my wife in case I don't make it back. It's like, oh, he's not gonna make it back. Hero, no.
Yeah, you just don't do that in these kind of movies. That's
I
why.
just
remember
bad
the-
movie. Has all the good tropes of like Jason Statham being the no nonsense hero who had to leave people behind on a mission to save a bunch of other people, and then naturally all the people that he saved are like, "You monster! How could you?" He's like, "There was a shark." No, there was no shark. It blew up a submarine. It's like that was a anomaly. It's like, then normally it was a shark. It's the Meg. We have to get in the water and take it out. It's getting more Australian.
Okay.
Him and Jason Statham zone, just like, ah, damn it.
Nice
Well,
segue.
since we're men-
I think that
since
will
we're
be.
mentioning since we're mentioning the Outer Wild, should we perhaps show the DLC trailer that was put on? By
Yeah,
you?
I think that we should maybe we should like go from this to the place of what we played, what we watched this week. Like what's new, guy? Like what's new for you in this area? So what have you played already?
Well, I've been playing the new Season 6 of Apex Legends, and I did just hear about this Peril on Gorgon thing that Outer Worlds does. But Apex Season 6 has been pretty good so far. I've been liking it.
Yeah, so you're grinding, you're getting your battle pass achievements, or I don't know what you're getting there. I didn't play the game.
You can
all
buy
the
the
same
Battle
deal.
Pass, but fuck anything. I like playing it for free. I don't care for the like. You can have all the additional little bits and pieces to put onto your character. You can get little charms. Get little charms to put on your gun. You can put the charm on the gun, and we have a new Bloodhound skin that you have to pay $7 for. That's fair when you compare it with Call of Duty. Like, I know what you're up to. You've made a free thing. You've made your bed, and I'm gonna sleep in it.
That's like,
It's EA, so what do you expect?
but that's mostly how I play. Like I only thing that I've played in this like free to play. I mean, I play Dota, but what I mean, like on phone, I played Battle Royale. And Battle Royale, I
PUBG.
like the game. Sorry.
Well, PUBG Battle Royale or
No, like now Battle Royale. It's or Royale. What it's called? No, sorry. I think I just opened Clash Royale. Fuck. Okay, Clash Royale. Okay, I played Clash Royale. That's the name of the game. And well, I once I bought the battle pass just to try it because there was like I was thinking like maybe because I was playing it for maybe a year without like investing anything into it. And then I said, okay, I'll try. You have like new battle pass. Let's try it. And I would say like it was a relatively good value. You know, like I know worse deals. Like I mean anything else that I could buy in the game was worse value than this battle pass. The battle pass was quite okay, but after that, well, I don't like. I cannot say that I would have like any kind of way. I wouldn't recommend it. Like you can still like play it for free, which I like about the game. That I actually felt that you can actually play the game for free, and you don't feel to be penalized that much by it. Like you don't have because you still get the cards random, and you still get the lot of cards just by playing the game. So it's not that much of a problem. So I guess the Apex is pretty much the same.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all free essentially, unless you want all the little bits and pieces. It's when you get to like the ranked leagues, that's when it's like that's actually worth something for your gameplay. So you get to a certain level.
Okay. What's there then?
So you've got just like the regular game, go out, play against people, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll have a few modes pop up on special occasions. But the ranked competitive leagues are actually getting pretty intense, actually. You see some real skill, especially with the boys and gals who have the PC setup. I don't think anyone's really topping out on consoles Apex, but definitely PC Master Race is still holding that, and it's just amazing to see how certain people can zone in, move, especially in Apex, which is sliding, running, gunning, shooting, jumping, sliding, all the good stuff. The ranked leagues, I think last month in America, the ranked leagues were going for like, first was for a cool $1 million, which...
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, that's good incentive. Like you get up to a thing, and then you can go into the league and win a mill.
So,
I
but
do
you have to have a battle pass to get there, or what?
Nope. Rank leagues are open
Yeah.
to everyone apparently.
Okay, so what you were saying that there is a difference when you actually.
So the difference is that when you lose, right? So you can go up through like start at bronze level, silver, gold, usual thing. Then you get up to platinum, diamond, then the red ruby one. The red ruby one, I think, is the top players that you compete at, and then you are eligible to go into these competitive events and win
Okay.
a bit of cash.
Yeah, but like you were saying that there's a difference for paying and not non-paying players. So what would be the
Paying
difference?
players get the advantage in just access to battle pass
Okay.
rewards like skins and shit. But
Okay, so there's no
ranked
difference.
The ranked matches are open to everyone.
Yeah.
But if you
Okay.
lose on them at certain levels, you start to lose points in the ranked. So you can easily slide right the fuck back down. Like if you don't make it to the thing, you slide right the way back fucking down. And then that's where I think if you're doing a dedicated competitive play, you can pay actual money to still get into the competitive leagues. So you
Oh.
lose points, but then you can buy those points back. You can
So,
get the incentive.
but that's good because you can actually you can not pay for a chance to kill lower skilled paying players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they will matchmake you with like lower skilled players that paid, so you can just slaughter them. That's brilliant.
So wait, does this mean it's not pay to win? It's how would you call it?
Pay to get shit kicked out of you.
Yeah, essentially. EA,
But
that's the most amoral, evil shit. It's just like, what can we give these people to make them think that they're getting an advantage?
Yeah, that's good. I actually like that. I mean, I wouldn't like it if I get these people in my team. You know, like that's probably the disadvantage for the others. But still,
It's the only chance you have actually though is if you do have a team.
Yeah.
So if you do have your pals, if you do get your trio, because it's teams of 3
yeah.
maximum. Get your teams of 3, you can do some damage.
So you still didn't manage to convince your girlfriend to play with you.
Oh no, no. She
There's
just
a-
likes watching. She likes seeing people die.
Okay.
Gets a sick delight from
you sure
seeing
do pick
the
a
young
buddy.
children lose.
Okay. James, what have you playing?
Well, I can actually put a trailer on for that. I guess,
Okay,
in
we
this
can
case.
we can do that. You can play it and I
Yes,
will
Daddy.
just switch.
Okay, and click the ting.
Click the ting.
I'm all done. Kaito-san, where's our guy going?
On his way towards Pink Street. Crowd's thinning out. Get your ass over here.
Got it. I'm Takayuki Yagami. It's in one little corner of this city that I run a detective agency. I work alongside my partner, Kaito-san. Funny enough, he's ex-Tojo. What are you up to? Paranoid, aren't you? Whoa! Kidding me.
Keep going, guy.
Hold up! You won't get away! Come on! Oh, hold on. Let me get a picture. Now! Hey.
Want to break out the pigeon? On it.
What the?
Hold up. That's him.
Maybe I could go undercover. Perfect. We're gonna chase the truth as far as we can.
We gotta go all out if we want to win. Too bad the pay sucks.
Don't hate, man.
okay. That's one of those Japanese games that's it's like everything game.
Kinda, yeah. It's made by the team that did the Yakuza games. Like they were.
I just wanted like I actually wanted to say like if it's just like Yakuza.
It is. It's made by the same people, but they decided to make this new game. But it's also the first one. Well, ever since the first one that actually has an English dub on it.
I love English
So
subs
there's
of
only Yakuza-
Japanese games. They're always really cringe. This is my partner, Hattori-san.
No, it's more the fact the original Yakuza, you had one crazy guy called Majima that was actually voiced by Mark Hamill, and it was just like, oh, buddy, it's so over the top, but I love it. But the new one's basically just got regular kind of acting folk in this case, and it's basically going to be like hardboiled detective kind of thing, but mixed in still the same world of Yakuza, like still the same area of Kamurocho, so it means most fans will just know the map with a little bit of investigation and what's the Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was the objection.
Because the guy is actually meant to be, he's a former lawyer who basically left it because a person he defended, who he saw was a good guy, ended up being caught for burning his house and murdering his girlfriend. So he decided never to be a lawyer again because he's a bad judge of character. But will be easily a detective to earn his keep.
So you're saying that he doesn't have the good judgment?
One thing that annoys me is where's the E in judgment? It doesn't make sense.
What?
Japan doesn't bother with
When
unnecessary
you look at-
letters, James. They're a very efficient people.
But it's still weird not to have the E in judgment, like judge and.
Okay.
It just makes it look like judgment or something. But
Yeah, I see.
It's been.
How do you know it's not judgment?
Yeah, that's I actually have written it. I actually have written it with the E, so I was wrong. I would like to apologize to our audience for this like great misconduct of mine.
But the game is actually been good fun with the little random battles you get in there. Although it's only 2 styles compared to 4, it's basically just feels like normal kind of Yakuza, just mixed with extra stuff.
I don't know.
And
I don't-
also
I don't
drones,
think I can
apparently.
trust- I don't think I can trust that. I've tried playing the Yakuza games and it's too much. I think a lot of Japanese games suffer from this, that it's essentially a job. The game is not escape from reality. It's advertised like you will fight, you will investigate, you will work hard. It's like, what was that last bit? Nothing. Never mind. And you get to it, and then your character's like, I gotta take down the criminal gang leader #1. But first, I gotta do my taxes. These P-32s aren't gonna do themselves. Then you do some quick action event with
Like,
swarms.
because like the last one, because I actually wanted to play that one because it seems like there's like so many games in the one game. So I was thinking like I want to try it, and that you had to take care of a kid, right? So there was like baby, and you had to take care of the baby. And I was like thinking, yeah, that's the game that I want to play.
It's more the fact also that in the game it's like, I've got to solve the mystery of whoever murdered that person, but first I've got to find my girlfriend. Just little weird, silly things like that. But it's what makes the game. It's what you kind of expect out of the series, and it's had its kind of big audience, but it's more the fact it's been more impressive with. It's one of the few things apart from Atlas games like Persona and all that. Yakuza is
like
also another
Persona.
big money maker for them.
I
And
like
it's good,
Persona
especially
better.
with how. I get that. Which also kind of ties in the thing of how the PC ports of things like Yakuza and Persona have done really well for Sega. It's like, oh wait, PC ports, they make us lots of money. Who'd have figured? It's actually what.
But I was just thinking how is it for the Japanese person to play, like Call of Duty? Like, what kind of bullshit is this? Where's my girlfriend? Like, no mini games.
Thing is, isn't the first person shooter in Japan kind of a niche kind of thing? Like how
No,
Xbox
they've
is
got a
over
big
there. It's
Counter-Strike,
very niche.
They've got a big Counter-Strike culture there. Like, they still do the first-person shooters, but I think RTS still rules the game there.
I know, isn't it JRPG what would most likely rule there? Like, you can actually.
I thought it was
Yes,
dating
where the money's
sims.
at.
Dating
I thought it was
sims?
dating sims where the money was at.
Probably pachinko machines, of course. Like, and the-
Except that's not going well with the lockdown right now, which
no, I mean like
also
the
affects
virtual
Konami.
ones, because the Konami was
Oh,
like
God, yeah.
making the virtual like Resident Evil pachinko machine, Silent Hill pachinko machine, this one the pachinko machine.
I was kind of getting confused why you're confusing Resident Evil with Konami because you know.
No, sorry,
Capcom
yeah,
love their series.
Sorry,
Capcom love
sorry.
their series. Konami don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
And again, fuck Konami. Just saying.
yeah, like that goes without saying. Fuck Konami. I mean,
By the way,
for me, it's quite fortunate that I don't like actually like their game. No, like I wouldn't say that I don't like, because that would imply that I like choose not to like that I actively not liking them. It's more like I never played them that much, so I don't have any kind of relationship with that particular.
Not even Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain.
Not even that.
I would have thought.
I mean, I have the collector's edition, of course.
It's just because the gameplay is one of the better in the series, apart from the story, which is, it's just not.
Yeah, it's just
isn't there at all.
typical.
Well, no,
Ultimate
complete
Collector's
reverse from the last one.
Okay. Okay.
What was it? Metal Gear Solid 4 was like nothing but cutscenes almost. There was some gameplay, but it just felt very lacking.
Okay.
and also stuck to the PS3. You can never escape it.
Okay.
But
What's the
although
Ultimate
Martin,
Collector's
what
edition
have you
of
been
Metal Gear
playing?
Solid 8?
Oh, thank you for asking me. I've been playing. I've been playing the game that we had a trailer for the last week, which was of course Total War Saga Troy. Because
I remember the trailer.
I made a mistake. I was thinking, because I think that we finished the podcast, and I was like, okay, maybe I could try it, So I just clicked. I clicked and I played like one round and second one. Then I realized that like this one for me, I've never played Total War on diplomacy. I was always war. Anytime that anyone was trying to like, let's make a peace treaty and like let's hang out and have a defensive alliance and stuff. Nope. I just like, okay, I declared war, and I declared war, and I declared war. Like everyone was under my attack. But then, like this particular Total War, like I play Troy, which like you have to choose between if you know the mythology. The king has two sons. One is Hector, one is Paris. Paris basically steals the Helen from Sparta, which means that the war is on. So of course, I choose Hector to play as Hector. And suddenly there's like this quest that you need to, like, the king is deciding which brother is the one that should rule Troy. So you need to do these like lot of quests to prove that you are the worthy brother to do it, which means that the Paris will. In my case, I fucking hate Paris because first the conflict is just because of him. So like from the beginning he's an asshole. But second problem is there that he keeps lying to my father about what I'm doing just to sabotage my chances. And then when I was attacked by my enemy, he took over the province that my enemy took over, and he didn't want to give it back. And I needed the province because it was important for my economy. It's like he was doing everything to fuck me over. Then I actually managed to get the Troy. I managed to convince my father that I'm the right one to rule Troy, and then I got the biggest army of the whole ancient Greece, but the biggest army that I couldn't actually keep because the upkeep of the army was my entire saving. In one turn, it managed to clean all my savings that I managed to do. So I had to basically get rid of most of the army of Troy. And we intentionally weaken myself. And it's great. I love the game. I just I've spent right now. I would have to hide this thing, but to actually show it. But I think that I have 30 hours of Total War right now. I've spent basically the whole weekend just playing, maybe like 16 hours. Like, it's a good game. I like it. I like it. I really like it.
I went out and I got it, but I don't actually know where it went. I got a receipt, but I don't know where it's gone.
Yeah, you should have it on your account.
Epic account.
Yeah. But I really recommend it. Do you know Spiffing Brit?
I know the YouTube channel.
Yeah, the YouTube channel. Yeah, like he just released a video about exploits there, of course, because like there are always exploits in like any games, and he's a big Total War player, so of course like he showed you how you can win like unbelievably fast with basic diplomacy and stuff like that. So I just recommend it. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. That's a great game.
Excellent.
It's destroying my life, of course, because like that's precisely what I was telling you about. Like I don't have time to play Outer Worlds, you know. I don't have time to play Witcher 3. I don't have time to play Yakuza. And then when I I just tried this game for 2 hours, and then 30 hours later, okay, this is a problem.
It's gonna be the same when Cyberpunk comes out as well, which is totally gonna wreck my life.
Yeah, but I can actually prepare for it, because I know that for me Cyberpunk is one of those games that will destroy my life. So I can say, okay, I don't have time to play Cyberpunk. But then I just by mistake I installed a game that I wasn't expecting that it will have this kind of influence on me.
Were we?
I'm looking forward to that.
We already saw it
further down.
Let's say we already saw the Cyberpunk trailer last week, right?
Yeah, no, we will watch it later. I guess later.
Cool.
Okay, ready? What else did you play, watch, or what? What else?
I'm so glad you asked, Dad. So, I have actually just today seen that Call of Duty's bringing out a new thing, Cold War.
Yeah.
Just in time for Putin to be doing his poisoning and Donald Trump to be going, I love Russia. And all the world being like, I think we're about to go to war with Russia again. So I'd like to see what Activision or Treyarch or whoever's in charge, I think it's Treyarch, is tastefully done with this new one. So
the teaser's interesting.
Okay, so just play it.
Understand what's going on around you. You are in a state of war, and you have precious little time to save yourself. It's a slow process which we call active measures. The first stage being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. The next stage is destabilization. What matters is essentials: economy, foreign relations, defense systems. The next stage is crisis, with a violent change of power, structure, and economy, period of normalization. This is what will happen in the United States if you allow all these schmucks to put a big brother government in Washington, D.C., who will promise lots of things, never mind whether the promises are fulfillable or not. The time bomb is ticking. With every second, the disaster is coming closer and closer. The danger is real.
The danger is real, Call of Duty. Do they actually talk about their game or what?
I don't think they mentioned it one bit, but it seemed to be the gameplay looked amazing, whole crowd simulation and politics and nuclear arms building. I think it's a big change in direction, but I think it might work out for them. big old kind of, what was it? Cobalt Simulator, the rocket game. Twitch help me out.
DEFCON?
No, the one with the little guys building the robots.
What? Kerbal Space Program or what?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dad.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be like that.
I'm more intrigued. It's like, oh, they're going very political. It also seems very relevant, but that part of me feels like, yeah, and so was Far Cry 5, and then it didn't.
Yeah, I kind of remember that too. It's like, hey, you know how the Midwest is kind of insane and ultra religious and has a lot of guns? Yeah. Nothing, just mentioning.
Okay.
It's like it does make me think that this Call of Duty coming out, which is just like, yeah, keeping relevant and interesting, just a weird way of almost, I don't know, near shot campaign, but not too shot campaign in order to just like get trending in it.
No, for me it was
But
more.
no,
Yeah, sorry.
I know, it's just. It would have been nice to see some gameplay, even though it's Call of Duty. So to be honest, there's not going to be anything really evolutionary, is there?
For me, this seems more like they are actually going for the Belarus, like in the way of what's happening right now, because in the way of like we can make a trailer that will just like people will actually share it, because they will think that it's like political statement that like shows how Russia is like, yeah, you first start you with this, then you start with that, and you start with that, like, yeah, that people will share it, like, and they will share it, well, they will share our game this way. Yeah, so it's like more manipulative than anything else, it seems.
But aren't also you going to get some dumb people that are like, you're trying to say that Trump's with the commies, how dare they?
The Trump guys and gals just think that they're talking about Democrats, like, yeah, that's what we're fighting against. They have all these guys.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about it. No, but like when I was watching, I was actually thinking that, like, yeah, this is a commentary for current United States, and I was thinking, yeah, but you can actually make it like in any way you can just like take it and apply it to basically any situation, which is beautiful in this way. But yeah, but didn't like the whole Call of Duty Black Ops actually started with the Cold War, because
it was around.
Yeah, because
Cold
there was
War
a
kind of Vietnam kind of way.
Yeah,
wasn't
Vietnam, yeah. Because we were there. Because I was actually thinking that when I was saying that the Japanese person playing Call of Duty, because I thought like there is actually a mini game in Call of Duty Black Ops when you can, because you are there interrogated, and at some point you can actually like remove your restraints and walk, like there's a computer behind you, and if you write into the command line Zork, you can play Zork game. That was like from like the 70s. Because I've tried it. I've tried to do it on my Xbox 360 when I played it, and it works. There's an Easter egg for that.
I thought it was only PC you were talking about. I didn't realize it was on console as well. You can
like I've never played it on PC, so it must be on Xbox version.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, but
it's just otherwise it's just another yearly EA cash cow, which
EA.
I'm probably well, not EA.
Activision.
Activision Blizzard. We can all make mistakes like we did for franchise.
Never.
As I said, it's just. But at the same time, it's. I mean, like, I have very little attachment to the series. To the point where I feel like the only interesting Call of Duty I think I'm intrigued by is the Advanced Warfare, because you've got an option of of damaging Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, which is always fun, of course. But like now, for me, I remember that I played like Call of Duty 4, and I played like the Modern Warfare 2, and I was having fun. I mean, like I seriously like played it because I played the story and I enjoyed it. I played the campaign. I played the multiplayer a lot. Then I bought Call of Duty Black Ops. I played the multiplayer. I didn't like it that much because there was like the different unlock system, and I actually enjoyed the previous one. Like when you unlock the different attachment, like for the gun by shooting the gun and not just by buying them, which I preferred. But then when I played the campaign, I just like wasn't sure which character is which and who's that and who's that. And when I played like Modern Warfare 3, I was like totally confused who's who because they all look the same. Like if you want to make an argument that like all white guys look the same, just play Call of Duty, because like it's like, okay, that's a short hair, muscular white guy around like 35. Yeah, it's pretty much all of them. Like I seriously cannot recognize like who's who. And then when I played like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, that was the same problem. Like there was a story and I just didn't get the story because I didn't remember what characters said what, because they all looked the same and like it was just mess. So I started playing the whole series.
Most people tend to just pay attention to the
remember the
multiplayer.
character in our Call of Duty series, who is our boy from Glasgow, Captain Soap McTavish, with the stripe.
Of course,
Well,
but yeah,
The
but
only reason.
but he was removed then. Like he was actually killed. So like then.
Yeah, he had to be killed for the drama, or else there'd be no reasonable explanation.
It's like
for
Ghost.
why he didn't just end the entire war
Oh.
himself. He was that badass. He was just like, give him a single bullet and a gun. He's like, I'm going to work, boys, and he would have been fine.
Also, damn it, Martin, I almost forgot about ghosts. God damn you.
But yeah, but the problem was that they killed all the characters that you could actually remember for the drama. So you know that. So at the end, there is like no one to care about. So the campaigns start being boring for me. And because like I like the Call of Duty multiplayer, it's not that I don't. It's more like I just get like it takes me some time to get into it always. And like later in my life, I never had the time to actually get into it. So at the end, it was more about the campaign for me. So the series kind of lost, like it lost me.
I think the only
I think
interest,
Modern
I think,
Warfare 2.
but I'm thinking the new Cold War game, I think the only thing people will be wanting to ask and interested in is what's zombie mode like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Zombies. That's another thing that never interests me. Like I never liked the zombie part of the Call of Duty.
You just need a good team to play with to kind of enjoy it. I mean,
I guess that was the problem.
Because that's the thing. Do you remember Big Ian, our old friend?
Yeah.
Like from
Jesus.
because he was always, yeah, praise Jesus. I just remember going over to his and he was just all the kills he made in terms of the zombie mode. I think it was like what, Black Ops or Black Ops 2, and I can see why people could get so addicted to it, but you're also having to be tactical in terms of what to board up to try and stab up the horde, as it were.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder but it's not exactly gone that evolved either. So part of me wonders what they could do different in Cold War this time. Will the zombies do the weird Russian dance or something?
Okay. Well, actually, Ian convinced me to play the multiplayer first because I've played it for the campaign, because I bought Call of Duty, like the first two, like for me for and the Modern Warfare, for the campaign, just for the single player. And he said like, why do you even like? You don't buy Call of Duty for the single player, you buy it for multiplayer. So I started playing it because like he said that. Like yeah, like but that's the problem. Like if you have to spend so much time to learn in this way, like to start being fun, you know, like I don't have the time to make the game fun, and it's like seems more of a like I would say that's not how you're supposed to design a game. That it's supposed to be fun like 30 hours later. Like I think it should be like more fun the first like 2 minutes. And also I wanted to say, yeah, I think that at the time I was playing a lot of Left 4 Dead, which was very different kind of like zombie shooting. So that's precisely the difference. Like that's the 2 minute fun. You know, like you started and you having fun in like 2 minutes, and you never stop having fun. And that was the difference, like for me at least. Yeah. Okay, so James, anything else that you played or you're interested in? I would prefer.
Well, there was a recent thing over a few days ago that totally surprised me, and I did not think it would happen. It was Ghost of Tsushima Legends. The idea of Ghost of Tsushima basically being given a free multiplayer.
Okay.
which came out of bloody nowhere, which I can put that up just now.
Yes, Daddy.
Okay.
Clicking.
So am I. Okay.
Okay.
Explain.
So, the basic bits that me and a few other friends basically got from this are basically free multiplayer game, nothing to do with the story. It's completely just of its own thing, and the main game doesn't really involve much of the supernatural, but it does have like the usual Japanese legends of gods and heroes and all that kind of stuff. In this case, could be co-op or up to 4 player in terms of surviving against a lot of demonic hordes, and there are 4 roles.